Okay.
Welcome to Royally Speaking. I'm NY Tasha.
I am Demi J.
Thank you for watching our show.
So there are a couple weird things about that too. I don't really want to get into all of it.
Do I care about this story?
Like a good one now, Will. Give us something to listen to.
We got one topic at this moment, and it is about
The hairstylist that beat up her client.
what's her name? Jayla?
Jayla, yes.
Tonight, 18-year-old Jayla Cunningham is charged with second-degree assault. I talked to her exclusively moments ago. She says that she did not know that her client was 15 years old. Meanwhile, I also spoke to the 15-year-old's mother, and she says that her daughter is traumatized over what happened. This video has been viewed millions of times, and she says that her daughter is viral and did not want to be. Let's explain what happened. In the video that has more than 54 million views, you can see 18-year-old Jayla Cunningham dragging her 15-year-old client by the hooded sweatshirt, saying,
"Sit right here until somebody sends it. I'm not you just try to right? You lucky I ain't
Jayla claims the 15-year-old was trying to leave without paying for the $150 service that included a weave with tracks. Jayla cutting the weave out of the teen's hair with scissors because she says the teen did not pay for the service.
She ran, forget tried, she ran without paying me.
And then what did you do?
I dragged her by her hood back into the salon until I can get paid, or, until the police come, or until, she let me take out the service. Because it's like she literally ran outside, like she was about to be gone. I feel like if I didn't do that, she would have been gone and I would have just never been paid.
But the 15-year-old's mother says Jayla also dragged her by her hair when she grabbed her hood and says that her daughter accidentally sent the money to the wrong Cash App and was trying to pay Jayla.
Really?
What was that? What are you doing? What was the point of that? How did you even make that happen? Oh my God!
Yeah. Crazy.
There's so many layers to this.
Right.
First thing is,
It's one thing.
one thing for certain, one thing for sure, two things for certain. That's a crime.
For sure.
I don't care what happened prior to you putting your hands on somebody. That drag was a whole crime. And I'm not surprised you're going to get. I'm surprised you're getting charged with more crimes, and there might be more charges coming up later. Once they talk to a lawyer and they start realizing how many crimes that
she has an assault charge.
She has an assault, but you also held that person hostage.
Yeah, and I don't know how she got to the point. I'm guessing the girl got to the door already, and then she dragged her all the way back. That girl ain't run fast enough if she was trying to run.
She took her from where she was and brought her somewhere else. You
right? Her. Yeah.
Wait till they talk to a lawyer and all them new charges start coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Jayla, I hope you don't lose your business license.
I hope you do.
Exactly. I changed my mind. You should lose your business. That's bad business. And
that ain't your first time.
You're just being a bad person. The other time the client, there was some situation. The other person hit her first.
But she's still scrapping at her place of work.
She apparently be fighting at work like on a regular basis. But in no way. I mean, okay, so what did she say was the reason she left? She didn't pay for her hair to get done. Okay.
So it was a whole thing. What was her name? She was trying to send a Cash App. The 15-year-old girl.
Because she's a 15-year-old.
Yeah, she's a 15-year-old girl for one. And the other girl's 18. So she was trying
endangering a minor. Oh my God. I'm just thinking all the charges as we go along.
Yes. So the girl was trying to send her money through Cash App and it was rejecting. So she was just trying to find ways to get the money. And then I guess the hairdresser eventually realized she wasn't about to get paid. So I guess when she thought the girl was leaving, she drags her because of that and starts to cut her hair out, I believe.
Oh, she was leaving.
Yeah,
she left. She was already outside.
She ain't leave because she should have booked it so the girl couldn't
Right,
drag her
she
back
started
there.
running when she saw it. So she was trying to book it. She just got caught.
She ain't book it fast enough.
Yeah,
There.
she was running, but she caught her.
Right.
So
Yeah.
she was leaving. Like she was getting out of there. But it's okay. So you got so many different ways you could have did this. Like you could think of this. Suppose you could start with maybe she was trying to pay. She was trying to pay all these different ways. She tried to pay, didn't work out. The brother sent it to the wrong cash app. She was trying to figure out somebody else who could send it. They could try to get the money somewhere else. All of this. Let's say you believe this wholeheartedly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then still as a business, the right thing to do, let's say this is all the stuff she was doing right. You still treat your customer right and try to help her figure out a way she could pay. This and mind you, this is before we even knew she had a card on file because that's a whole nother layer to it.
I forgot.
But yeah, so she tried to help her pay. I tried to we could work it out this way. Maybe you could pay later. Give me your number. Give me this. We could try and figure something out.
Yeah, I forgot to mention too. She once she probably was realizing that she might not get paid, she was asking the girl to take her hair out too.
Well, yeah, I was going to get to that about the bad business. I was about to get to that.
But the girl
she did ask her. She was like, "Well, I could. I think she said it in that video. I'll take your
another
hair
video.
out."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I have another video to play too.
Stylist Jayla Cunningham said that she gave her client some grace at first and gave her time to figure out how to scrape up the $150 she owed.
I already had 25,000 followers before this, 70 on TikTok, and everybody know my name is Jayla. I'm like, that's not me. So she like, oh.
She says the young lady was on the phone with several people trying to get the money sent. No luck.
After her calling a couple times, she was like, I don't have it. That's all I had, and nobody can send it. Can my mother send it in 2 weeks when she get paid? I said, girl, I'm not trying to be petty, but no, that's entirely too long. Because 2 weeks, it'll be time for a new hairstyle. Your mother will be ready to pay for a whole nother hairstyle. In 2 weeks, that's just too long, honestly. So I'm like, no, somebody else got to send the payment. And she's like, well, I don't know what we about to do. And I said, well, the only other thing I can offer is to take out your hair. I'll give you a wash and blow dry, but if I can't get the payment, you can't have the service because that was on y'all end and not mine. She I do understand that, but I don't want my hair taken out. I like my hair. So I'm just about to get somebody to send it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Then she walked away.
She said she was about to call somebody. She walked out of my eyesight. And I'm like, girl, you got to stay right here. And then I didn't hear a response. So I got up and peeked my head around the corner and she wasn't in the salon anymore at all. And then I peeked at the steps. She was halfway up the steps. And mind you, it's nothing up the steps but the exit door. It's nowhere else to go but to leave. So she almost up the steps and then I started going up the steps. And right when she pushed her hand on the door, she broke running. Fast running.
And that's where this video picks up. A video over 70 million people on X have been talking about.
Sit right here and do somebody send it.
And my sister's embarrassed. She got up. She wanted to talk on the phone in private. Now, am I saying my sister should have got up and walked out? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not justifying that. But you got to understand, she's 15. She's never been in a situation like this. What do y'all expect her to do? My sister started walking towards the steps because, she was on the phone trying to figure out how to get the money to the stylist. In the midst of that, the stylist saw her walk out and began to start following her. At this point, it started scaring my little sister, so my sister started to walk. I'm not justifying the fact that she did that. Now, if she felt like my sister was about to run off, why couldn't she just lock the door? Why did you have to drag her? If my sister really wanted to run off, don't you think an Uber would be outside waiting or somebody would be outside waiting on her? Nobody was there. My mother called the police. The police was there before my mother got there, so.
She also says that later that night, Cunningham charged the card she had on file for that security deposit.
After all of this, after she dragged my sister, after she cut my sister's hair, she still charged my mother card, y'all. So for all of that, she could have just charged the card from the giddy up.
I do have a question.
Giddy up. Yeah, why didn't she just charge the card from the giddy up?
All of it was bad business. All of it was bad citizenship. Everything about it was mild. She made bad decisions all the way through, and she's gonna pay for those decisions eventually, unless somehow she just completely gets forgiven.
Yeah, after knowing all the facts, I don't see too many excuses for her to do that. Even if you really just felt like it was about the money, there was a way you could have got your money. So I don't know.
Exactly, you had a card on file. But even if she didn't have the card on file, bad business.
Right.
You know what business comes? Name a business, any business that you could steal money from or not pay. Any business in the world, name anything. I don't even know. I can't even think of any. Target. If you go to Target and you steal something at self-checkout, they don't drag you back into the Target. You know what I'm saying? They have security and all types of people, but they don't grab you by your hood and drag you back inside.
That reminds me, I did go to some salons that had security before, so I'm assuming that's the reason that they got that.
What?
So I've been to salons that have security.
I mean, it's the reason why they got what?
I'm assuming so situations like this don't happen is because
so people don't run out.
Right, so they don't try to run
and
out.
I think
with
it's
money.
also some people don't end up fighting or dragging people.
Yeah,
too.
anything that you would need the security for.
Yeah, security should be there to stop you from dragging people too.
Right, yeah. Especially if it's a salon with that has a whole bunch of people up. That's probably why that one had that.
Yeah, but they security cameras.
Security cameras too. You need to. If you have a card on file, you have some type of identification of a person.
There was so many different ways she could have handled that.
Yeah.
You know, was another way she could handle that? Let it go. Suck it up. It happens. You got a business. Sometimes you're not going to get paid.
Businesses have lost all the time.
You're going to lose sometimes, but now you got a crime on your hands and you're facing the charge. So
that's what I said. She don't need a business. The way she talks and the way she's handling that. She is 18. Not every 18-year-old is mature. Most of them aren't. It's I know it's a thing to celebrate when a person is 18, they get a business, but that doesn't mean everybody that's 18 needs a business or can handle a business.
That's right. Clearly she can't handle this. She need to go back to doing the hair on her basement, something like that.
Right.
Well, apparently she changed locations and nobody can know where her location is, and they seem to be doing business a little better. She said you have to be 18 now to get in, and they're gonna check you, and you got to go through all this process, which is probably what they should have been doing in the first place.
You're right. Yeah, she had to learn the hard way.
But not only I might not think she shouldn't have did that to a grown person either. Yeah. But that's not how you handle no business. Like, I mean, she probably does hair so well that people are still going to keep going back to her. I mean, the hair was nice. The child's hair looked good.
They gonna go back to her for clout too if they think she gonna fight them too.
People are gonna be picking her. I mean, I'm sure she's getting threats, and I think they said she was getting death threats or something like that. But that always happens when you go viral for doing something.
I mean, her hair did look nice, so I wouldn't be shocked if she still got clients after that. But
that kind of is. She might have a lot of clients. She got followers and stuff, and it's a lot going on there. So, she's like she's 18, so maybe we got to give her some grace.
You gotta give people grace, but also realize what people might not need at their age if they don't learn or have a certain mentality towards having a business.
True. She's young though.
She is young. That's not an excuse to do whatever you want though.
No, but
she's still a legal age.
Opportunity to grow.
Yeah, everybody has the opportunity to grow at any age though.
She has the opportunity to see I mean, her brain isn't fully developed, and we'll always say that. She has the opportunity to come to a more sensible point in her life where she can look back and be like, no, that was ridiculous. And then maybe even a court case and criminal charges might help her be like that. That's if she ain't in jail.
Yeah, I hope she learned, because hearing how she talked after it don't sound like she learned. It sounds like she's just saying stuff like, if I didn't know she wasn't 18, I wouldn't have did that. It shouldn't matter if she was 18 or not. You shouldn't be conducting business like that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have did it to somebody who was over 18.
So she needs to do something that really helps her learn. Like something needs to happen to help her learn probably.
She needs to get charged. I don't know if she needs to go to jail at this point, but she needs to have to pay a whole lot of money.
Yeah, at the least, she don't need to be a business owner if you conduct business that way.
And maybe she needs to lose that license for a few.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what's best, because that is
maybe suspend the license, not completely revoke it.
Temporarily, because that's ridiculous as a business owner.
People still want to go.
Hopefully. Now they're gonna go for the right reasons.
They're gonna go to her basement. I mean,
yeah, they're gonna go to.
If you was the person who did my hair, you did my hair well. I mean, and I'm like, nobody else can do my hair like you. You got a little criminal charge. You might lose your license.
Yeah, true.
I still want my hair done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But then again, with the moral part, I probably wouldn't go to you because I think you still need to be punished.
There's plenty of hairdressers that exist.
Like, morally, I can't go to you because I want you to feel the punishment.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, so with that, I mean, everything about that was wrong. Everybody was wrong. Okay, so I was saying earlier, let's say she was right. And then I didn't get to let's say she was wrong. Let's say she really had no money and she lied about the Cash App and she really never intended to pay the girl and she still ran out, you still don't retaliate like that. You still don't go after her and drag her. Like I said, you might just have to accept it as a loss. But being that she was making an attempt to pay, you could have worked something out with her. And again, the whole time she had a card on file. All she had to do was charge that card. The whole situation would have been resolved.
She doesn't make sense to me with that process. The process.
The reason why she had a card on file was because her mother made a deposit. So you wouldn't even lost out completely. You would have only lost everything after the deposit.
That's what the deposit is for. Yeah, that's what you getting the deposit is for. So she has a business, but clearly doesn't completely understand business. That's what I'm getting from it too.
And then she tried to cut her hair. What was cutting her hair out going to do? Because then she was like, well, I'll take your hair back out. They tried to waste even more of your own time that you're not getting paid for. She said, I'll take your hair back out and give you a wash and blow dry. But now you're taking more. Now you're doing more work for free. At this point, stop working for free and let her go. Because not only are you working for free, but you're doing terrible work for free by dragging her, and you're also getting yourself a criminal charge. Mm-hmm. So you added more time. Now you can't even do nobody else because now you got to spend time going to court and preparing for court and paying lawyers and stuff that you could have been spending doing people's hair. Mm-hmm. And then if you end up getting some jail time, there goes some more business you lost.
Yeah, honestly.
So you could have lost this $150, which was probably less because you already had a deposit, or a whole bunch of problems in the future. Anyway, what were you going to say? Sorry.
I'll just say, you still have to pay attention to the fact that you are 18. You can't get charged. I understand, like, emotionally, you wouldn't feel like, at her age, you wouldn't want to feel like your client is playing with you and just trying to go out with a cute hairstyle for free. That's probably why she got to trying to hit her, but that's not how you should act
that goes back
in that
to
situation.
She don't understand how business works.
Right.
Because business is not about
I feel like,
feelings.
And that's true, but still, as a person, like, say you anywhere, like you in college, you still shouldn't react like that.
Right.
In that type of situation.
Like that. Yeah. It's like reacting emotionally to situations that logic will work out much more in your favor.
Right. Yes. You got to have a better way to react about your emotions.
Yeah. She could have collected that money in so many other ways.
Right, yeah.
But she was so emotional about basically her playing in her face.
Yeah.
But so it was just too much. Like, she'll figure it out later on. Mm-hmm. Maybe other people can learn. Yeah. Maybe other people can learn from this, which is, I'm hoping.
That too.
People ain't good on learning from other people's mistakes these days, but hopefully somebody look at it and be like, I'll never do that because I see what happened to her.
Yeah, I think after all this, at least she's definitely going to learn. But,
yes. All right. I mean, I think that's done. We don't have anything else on that, right?
Yep, that's it.
All right, that's it. That's the end of that story. You've been watching Royally Speaking. I'm NY Tasha.
I'm Demi J.
Thank you for watching our show.
Thank you for watching our show.